Yeah. 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 Yeah.
can't just drop everything and leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
I've got that game meat.
Excellent. Thanks, Henry. We'll get lots of supplies for this. I've got another job for you. The innkeeper had a bit of a row with his wife and wants to make up. She's very fond of venison sausages, so he asked me what I could do.
Venison I can get, but he can make his own sausages.
Naturally, just get the meat. See you later.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Problems with stomach also? Buy my potions made from magical... Glad to see you. Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God's blessings.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
Don't you know that witches get burned alive?
There's no need for trouble. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs. Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see, Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see, a place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
Yeah. I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea or the clink of their coin? And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised.
It didn't bother you before, though. What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them.
I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those. Goodbye. Good luck, then.
Can we do something about...
Agree?
Well,
No.
that's not enough. All right,
I'd like to discuss the
What about this?
It'll take more than... That's not enough. Aye, that would do.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah. 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 Blood will be spilt. Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Ha!
Dear God!
Moat. It would take a while to get across, and there's nowhere to shelter from arrows. A stockade. A handful of men could hold it for quite a while.
Как сейчас? Friedrichen! Otwon! Magnoglass!
Look at that. Those heathens are a lot tidier than the bandits. The secret is in the spices. Good ground for a big fight, but not much cover. It's my own recipe.
Well, I never. Big turns up willingly. Raise the alarm. Watch out. Dog, get over here. Alarm!
We could get all the way to the camp unobserved this way. Our attack would catch them by surprise, but then we'd run straight into the middle of the humans.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll slay you. Yeah.
An assassin, eh? The old woman set the fucking assassin on me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll kick his ass.
You'll get one for. Fuck. No.
Jesus Christ, have mercy on me. I should...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I'm back from scouting, sir.
Excellent. What have you found out?
There's an overgrown, ruined village in the woods where they're dug in.
That sounds like Pribyslavitz. He used to belong to Sir Divish before Havelmatic attacked and torched it, and then imprisoned Divish. It's been left abandoned ever since. I was hoping they wouldn't be so organized. Earthworks and fortifications. That's quite a different matter from routing some rabble out of the woods.
I tried to count them.
And how many of them are there? Bear in mind I'm relying on what you say. We'll have to call for reinforcements, and that's no simple matter. Every man that comes with us will be lacking somewhere else. And I don't want bandits pillaging some other town because there's no one left to mount a defense.
There's a lot of them. I couldn't even count them all.
Christ. We'll have to gather armed forces from the whole region to defeat them. even if it means leaving towns and villages unprotected. Every able-bodied man will have to come with us.
It's mostly bandits in the camp. They're not villagers with pitchforks, but not regular soldiers either.
No more than I expected. I have no fear of them, but underestimating the enemy can be fatal.
There aren't just bandits in the camp. There are Cumans too, quite a few of them.
Cumans, you say? Where the hell did they come from? Could Sigismund have left them there after he raised Skalitz? This is looking more and more serious.
I took a look at their arms and armour. They're not a proper army, but they're equipped quite well.
What about archers?
There's a few of them and they're positioned well. If we charge them head on, they'll probably do us a lot of damage.
I don't like the sound of that. It complicates the situation. Dealing with them before the battle would be the best option.
They're up to something in the middle of the camp. It looked like they were making several long ladders.
Ladders? That sounds like they're planning a siege. I like this less and less. On the other hand, we can use that to our advantage. If we can capture those ladders, we can use them to scale their own fortifications.
That's about all I saw, sir. I didn't notice anything else.
That's all right. Did you manage any sabotage while you were there, as I asked you?
I managed to slip poison to a few of them. They should be too sick to fight.
You're as cunning as a fox. We need more like you.
That's all, sir.
Don't worry, Henry. You've proven yourself an excellent spy. I need you to go to Sir Divish in Talmberg and tell him to send Captain Robard and his men to our aid. There's not enough of us here in the camp.
You can rely on me, sir. What should I tell him?
Tell Sir Robard to bring all his men, leaving only a minimum guard at the castle. And to send a message to Sir Hanush to send his men too. I'll leave our camp almost empty as well. We'll need every man we can muster.
All right, I'll get going.
And be quick. We've no time to spare. God be with you. Good luck, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning.
I'd like to...
And what is...
But of course,
Fine.
I'm sure you'll be...
Yeah.
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir Radzig sent me with an important message. He asked for reinforcements.
He needs more men? What's going on?
The bandits and humans have set up camp in Pribyslavitz. They're preparing for something. Sir Radzig wants to mount an assault on them, but he doesn't have enough men.
Hang on. Easy now. From the beginning. What happened?
I managed to track down the camp of the bandits who raided Neuhof. But it's not just a gang of brigands. More like a small army in a fortified encampment. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure they're getting ready for something. And Sir Radzig wants to destroy them before they get a chance.
So it's worse than I thought. But Sir Radzig is right. We should do something about them before it's too late. I'll send my soldiers.
Sir Radzig said to take all your men and leave only a minimum guard at the castle.
What? We can't leave Talmberg unguarded.
We've no choice, sir. The bandits have an awful lot of men. Sir Radzig is leaving his camp almost empty as well. He even said you should send word to Sahanish to send his men too. We need every man we can muster.
All right then. Sir Radzig knows what he's doing. I'll muster the men and send them with Captain Robard in command. Would you lead my men there right now?
Yes, sir.
May God be with you in battle. God be with you.
Radzig.
I'm glad to see you, Captain Robard. I hope Henry's explained everything to you.
He did, but I find it hard to believe. Who could possibly put together such a significant military force, and right under our noses?
We'll just have to find out, but I don't think we will until after a battle. If we don't deal with them now, who knows what they'll be capable of in a week or two.
I agree entirely, my lord. What's the plan?
Right, lad. We're almost at the place you described. Now we'll have to advance cautiously. I need you to tell me how it looks around the camp so I can decide which side to lead the attack from.
Sir, that's a big responsibility. I don't think I should...
I asked you a question, boy. You've been there and seen everything, so speak up.
There are 3 ways to get in. Directly along the straight path to the camp, the long way round through the woods and over an old weir, or by a narrow bridge over a deep ditch.
Let's start with the direct route. That sounds like the easiest approach. How does it look there?
That path leads round their battlements. It's fortified and patrolled. The chances are they'd shower us with arrows on the way.
It's a good thing you're here, Henry. We'll have to try another way then. What about the approach through the woods and the weir? I don't like the idea of marching such a long way over rough ground, but if it's the better option...
It's a long way through the woods, and there are patrols there as well. They'll call the alarm before we reach the camp.
I thought so. What about the last approach, over the bridge? It's a bit narrow for my liking.
It's narrow, all right, but once we get over, we can quickly occupy the best ground for a battle. We only have to take down a few archers.
The battleground sounds inviting, but that bridge and the archers... It's not an easy decision. Each option has its pros and cons.
I try to answer to the best of my ability, sir.
And you'll be suitably rewarded for your efforts. From what you say, the route over the bridge is the best option. If we're fast, we'll have the advantage. With the help of God, we'll win this day. We'll approach from the south and storm them over the bridge. Form up. Forward march.
To the bridge, quickly! Get to the other side, as many of you as possible! Hold your position there! Some of you take the left flank. We'll attack in two places at once! Arrows! Shields overhead! Halt! Here! Don't pursue them! Stay in formation! Let's go! Forward! March! All right, men! Way's clear! Up and at them! Oh, here!
Stand your ground, you dogs! Drive them back!
I will cleave you in two, you bastard. You tried before, and yet here I am. What? Clearly you. You don't remember me? I remember you, though. Now, where's my fucking sword?
What the fuck are you on about? What's... Hang on. You're the... Fuck me. I thought we left you to the crows. Tough little fucker, eh?
What did you do with my sword?
Judging by our last encounter, I'd say you made a big mistake on here.
Where's my fucking sword?
But then again, maybe you've had some practice. I hope so. Because last time was too easy. Had enough. Oh! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! I'm bad for a peasant brat.
It's not over yet, you scum. Now where's my sword? What have you done with it? Talk, you bastard!
I'll see you in hell.
Tell me, do you hear me? Tell me what you've done with it!
I'd say you're flogging a dead horse there.
You took him down. On your own. Well done. Nice work. You surprised me. He was a mountain of a man.
He was the one who attacked Neuhoff. And stole your sword, sir.
The thought did cross my mind. What did he tell you? If we'd taken him alive, the executioner might have gotten more out of him. Oh well, these things happen in the heat of battle. Anyway, we found a trunk full of coin down below. Someone was paying this gang very well. There were some of Sigismund's barbarians among them. I don't think we've seen the last of this. Whoever engineered it was highly placed. They won't give up after one defeat. This louse was just a pawn.
I'm afraid you're right, sir. Well, lad, we live to fight another day, eh? That's the fear leaving you, lad. Let it go. Now, put it all behind you. A decent Christian shouldn't dwell on such horrors.
I beg to differ, sir. I never want to forget this. The time has come for those whoresons to pay for what they did to us.
You're right, my boy. But first, we all need some rest. We'll meet later in the upper castle in Ratting and then decide what to do next. Come what may, you did a good job today.
I will make you pay for this. It's time for the next part of our plan. Give the word.
Yes, sir. I'm honored that a knight.
See you later. Good luck, then.
Let's have a word about the price. What do you say to this?
It'll take more than...
Are we agreed?
Well now. Aye. God be with you.
Bread! Bread! Cucumbers! Rotten cucumbers! Asparagus and prunes!
I'm honored. God be with you.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try it.
What do you say to this?
That's not enough.
Agree?
Well, now, a little more and we'll shake on it. See, now I knew we'd come to an agreement. I hope I can be of help to
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
How?
They're like to be more honest with you, so you can find out who's in the most need. And you can decide for yourself who'll do what. Will you help?
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend. I'm sure it won't take too long. You know how the refugees are getting on, don't you? But ask around if you need to find out more.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. That sounds simple enough. Is there a problem?
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon, shit. Or as the Pope would say, excrement.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Skalitz folk are best suited to the job.
How come that's such a cause for concern?
For one thing, they're afraid of me, and I can't get a straight answer out of any of them. So how the hell am I supposed to make the right choice?
Oh, they're desperate. You can't blame them.
I don't, but I might end up picking some good-for-nothing who'll just booze his wages away.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself. I couldn't get a straightforward answer out of him. Maybe he's changed his mind.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it? Gallows Hill? It's not an easy job, but someone has to do it.
What can you tell me about the other carriers?
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Sounds disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers. That might convince someone.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck, then.
See you later.
I'm at your service.
The bailiff sent me. He said you're looking for a...
That's right. I'm searching for a good cook, but I've said all that to our esteemed bailiff.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Well, yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young? Nimble?
What for? I want her to impress people with her food, not her face.
I understand. Sorry. I also heard there are vacant...
Yes, yes. I'm surprised it hasn't occurred to anyone sooner. It will certainly benefit the city if the burghers don't have to send their own servants.
It will benefit my people as well.
Of course, of course. It goes without saying.
I also heard...
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. Decent people.
But I need to...
Enough. I want... Goodbye.
Kettles for water, baskets for goods, and torches for the night. I have it all!
Man cannot live by bread alone. I would choose to live without it either. Will she stay there?
God's bless.
God be with you.
with salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it live on your face.
For the love of God, I've come from Scallis, and all I ask of you is a crust of bread, a groschen,
That treasure of
whatever
yours you sent me
can
to get.
Did you find it?
It belongs to Baron.
But I couldn't know that.
That means you still owe me.
But I don't have anything.
Good day.
I'd like to ask about our former neighbors. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do...
I'm also looking for a cook.
Well, there's Agnes. I've heard she can cook better than anyone. Only...
Well, what's the problem? Did something happen to her?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages. I believe she's cooking for the local parish priest and living at the presbytery. So I don't think she's in need of work.
So, do you know...
Everyone's in need of coin, but not...
Who should I talk to then?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the rat house.
But having a job...
Water carrying...
So you think there's no...
You forget that that's it.
Thanks.
God be with you.
God watch over you.
Are you Agnes, who works at St. James?
I am, or I did, before those...
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper, and everyone I asked said...
I've been...
So it seems.
Well, Father Francis was very fond...
Why not?
Because I'm still Father Francis's...
But I heard he fled and is...
Don't pay any attention.
Where's Father Fran?
I don't know. The last time I saw him...
Does he go to Sasau often?
Not so often.
I'll ask around about what happened to Father.
God be with you.
Good luck, then.
Through the mercy of God.
What do you need?
How does life in...
It'd be fine. See you later.
Good health to you.
Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions, come together.
God save.
You're one of the people interested in what?
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right. But first, I'll ask you a few questions. You are...
Peter. But everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines. And not just in the mines. So...
At the mines? So you're a miner?
That's right. I worked in the East Shaft. And I hope I'll be working there again. Now that I think of it, have you heard anything from their lordships? When will they open the mines again?
I wouldn't worry. They won't let a source of silver just sit there. As soon as this thing blows over, they'll open it up again.
God willing, I hope you're right.
How badly do you...
Well, right now there doesn't seem to be much work around for miners. And
it's not easy work, though.
Do you think it was easier in the mines? Digging through rock on your knees?
There's one more.
What? For the knacker?
It's a job.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go...
But it will be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards?
No, it won't come to that. So Radzik...
I'm glad to hear that.
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got...
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in Skalitz. Oh.
But can you handle carrying water?
Sure I can. Like I said, my arms...
How are you holding...
You mean this here?
What happened to it, anyway?
That time in...
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging, it's not healed. You can't carry water...
Oh, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones and I need the work to pay for it. I'll give you anything you want.
Well, I could...
Anything.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, nothing.
Thank you.
The bailiff said he couldn't get a word out.
Well, he's not the most popular.
Maybe, but if you look...
You might be right.
What would you give if I...
Good word.
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in. I lost...
Oh?
I heard about it at the mine.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret. There weren't any...
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows.
That's enough for now.
See you later.
Am I invisible or what?
Bread, fresh bread, bread, rolls, buns, and pretzels for you.
I'm glad to see you.
You're here about the water carrier?
Aye. I can...
So, do you want the job? There's plenty of other folk that will take it if you don't.
I do. I want it. What do I have to do?
So tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Scullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you? Was none of those jobs good enough for you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman.
Pickman? That's your name?
Actually, my real name's...
Is that German?
No. It's...
So you're keen on...
I've been keen on it since I...
And you had another job before this morning?
No.
Besides water, you could carry...
What? That'd be a new one for me. No, it's not a thing I'd go around...
How are you holding up?
What can I tell you?
What happened with the bailiff?
That peacock, what was... He told me he'd no time to listen.
Well, I could put in a...
Fair enough. Show me where it itches.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see.
Treasure, you say?
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two.
Never heard of her. Who's
she was a great queen in...
Magical, eh?
No, it's true. It's in the Bible. And this sword, once it's put back together...
I see. But you've only got...
I couldn't get it all. The fellow I bought it off didn't have the...
We'll shake on it.
Agreed. See you later.
You just going to pretend I'm not here?
I'm glad to see.
You're interested in carrying...
I am. It's about time.
I agree.
Hey.
Now, I'll ask...
What? But I want the work and I deserve it.
What makes you so deserving?
I was the owner of a mine.
The chief, eh?
There's no hill in a mine. Just a...
Not talking
It's hard work,
So he's taking care of a...
It's not quite the same thing, is it? You need brawn to carry water.
I wasn't born a mine owner, you know. I've done my share of hauling.
There's also the option.
Are you trying to insult me? That's no job.
True. That's why it pays
double, hey? Oh, that's not bad, but for a man of my stature, no doubt there are more needy souls. Double.
How are you holding?
Not too well. I've tried offering my administration.
He's not an easy man to deal with.
Well, if he gives you a chance.
But the bailiff complained he couldn't get a...
I refused to talk to him.
Well,
You just going to pretend I'm not here?
what would you give me if I...
So that's how it is it? An honest person.
Come now. I just want to help. But I'll have my job cut out persuading the bailiff.
All right. I don't have anything. But I know the...
Cheap armor might come in handy, all right?
Done.
That's enough for now.
Good luck,
God bless.
You're here about the water.
How? Where do I get...
Hold your horses. We haven't decided yet who gets the job.
What for? I can handle the job.
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch. You've heard of Thunder the winch, right?
Ah, the name sounds familiar.
I was. I came last autumn. The winter was mild enough to...
We're not finished yet. Are you here because you want to carry...
Well, I'd rather be back at the winch. Turning itself... But now I want to carry water at least.
Well, there's also...
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what if I told you that you get double?
Didn't I mention something?
You did?
I wouldn't be under the winch anymore. More like under the...
And how are you holding?
Not very well.
Sure.
What for?
And what about soldiering?
It is, and I'd be good at it. When I land a punch, you only Auntie Smart.
No doubt. I heard you lot...
I don't know much. He didn't eat.
What would you give me?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is...
Well, if I get you the job...
I could.
Deal. I know everything...
So, can I go?
Not yet.
Well...
I'll bear that in mind.
Take care.
What do you need?
Are you here on account?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you.
Fine.
What did you do?
I work for my...
Doing what?
He's...
Really? His farmhands came to the tavern a lot, but I never... So you're probably here about
Aye.
That's all? How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive.
So you're probably here about
Aye.
That's all? You've nothing... What happened with that?
I don't know.
And what would you give?
I've got nothing.
Oh, come now. You say you...
Mother told me I should go and help.
That's enough for now.
Good luck, then.
God be with you.
What do you want?
I want to work. And
It's true. Do you know how to cook?
where would I learn to cook food for noble?
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though.
Be that as it may, I already have the people I need to carry.
I'm strong enough to knock you on your arm. Take care.
I'm honored that...
I know everything I need to know.
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn...
So, how do we do this?
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or...
Peter. Better know.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person...
Tonda.
The winch.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water.
Vasil. Goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Pickman?
No. They call him Pick...
Well, he can't do too much damage.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry...
Vincent.
Vincent?
Carrying shit.
Good. One person...
Cornelius.
To
carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it.
Good. All decided.
Master Bailey.
I should say so. The bishop's vicar came to Ujits and not even Sir Hanu. Farewell.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Yeah.
God save. How?
What kind of governor is...
Young Sir Hans.
What's life like?
We got sturdy walls and two...
How do the rat-eye...
I know they got nowhere to go.
Have you heard...
Everywhere they go... Take care.
Yeah! Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course.
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one...
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised. But Antonia really...
And what's wrong with her husband?
He was cut down in the raid, and he's not getting any better. And Antonia...
Well,
It won't hurt to try. And if it doesn't work out, then try and get Vincent a job.
Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Vincent? A quiet, well-mannered boy like him? Not...
Yeah. Yeah.
Assassin, huh? The old woman sets a fucking assassin on me? Well, I'll kick his ass. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with
God.
Father, when do you plan to return to St.
I beg your pardon? Why do you...
Your housekeeper, Agnes, is in Rattay and doesn't want to work for anyone else. She's waiting for your return.
So she survived. Thank the Lord. I prayed for her and all who suffered, but I'm not going back. Tell her I appreciate her concern, but to look out for herself now. Farewell.
Father, I need your help urgently.
You? I recognize you. You're...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It may sound strange, but I need you to go back to St. James.
No. No, certainly not, my boy.
Why? It is your...
A parish that's little but a ruin these days. And besides...
It isn't completely safe, but most...
As my father used to say...
How did you manage to...
I didn't.
And why aren't you with our folks at
Look, here, which...
He certainly isn't known for... What if they...
My boy, my boy. I get tithes from the parishioners.
I know.
So that's what you're... Your kind of horse... Good luck to you.
God be with you.
You said you'd return the favor.
True, true.
So, what have you got from...
Go to the armourer in Sasau and tell him that Cornelius and King Charles sent you.
Right. Cornelius?
A torch will help.
What do you need?
So, about that reward you promised.
You kept your word, and so will I. Here you are. Goodbye. Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll taste
But what am I to do, good folk? Skalitz lies in ruins.
God's bless. God be with you.
I'm from Skalitz.
Good afternoon.
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poor.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune.
What did you do in...
I was at the Silverwood.
Oh, Christ.
What else could I do?
All right.
And you'll tell him to take me. God be with you.
God be with. See you later.
Deliver us from perils. Jesus Christ.
I asked around in Sassa. Father Francis is doing well in Sassa. He has no plan...
You talked to him? How is he?
I asked the abbot. He said they have work...
Wait. I remember the last time. We had to go to Sasau for almost 2 years. I probably won't even live that long.
That won't be that bad. Meanwhile, you can work at Master Hagen's house and...
You're probably right. What else can I...
So you agree you'll go and work...
Isn't that what I just said? I'll go and do...
God bless.
Asparagus and prunes.
I'm honored.
I chose a cook as well.
Tell me who you chose.
I chose old Agnes for the cook's job. I had a job convincing her, but it was...
Glad to hear it. I'll have to drop in on hot. Good luck then.
How does life...
It'd be... Take care.
You all know what happened there. Help your neighbour.
Everything for work and home.
Asparagus to taste and prunes to what ails you. Try them.
Good day to you. God be with you.
Stop right there. I have to search you.
Why?
Such are my orders.
I'm here on important business, and you're gonna hold me up with some bloody inspection.
Well, if that's the way it is, go ahead then.
Yeah. Yeah.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Probislavitz.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened? The men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad. Bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhoyed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhoyed? Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Probislavitz. Bastards are probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off. And they even took 1 captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard, you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Probislavitz?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Doppelter.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
But I doubt it, sir. Merhoyed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhoyed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come and report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Greetings. Goodbye.
God be with you, lad. Henry, just the man I want to see.
What's the problem?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir.
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might...
I understand.
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course not. But if you can make him believe there's nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
Very well. I'll get going.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergyman out.
I'll be careful.
See you later.
Yeah.
God save.
I'd like you to show...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right. Now, God be...
I'd like you to show...
Certain.
I'm interested...
All right. Now, pay good luck.
Can you teach me to be...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right. Now, pay good.
Can you teach...
Certainly.
I'm interested...
All right. Now.
Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right. Now. Good luck.
Can you help me with...
Certainly.
I'm interested...
Wouldn't you rather?
Well... Anywhere...
That depends.
What?
I said, how's you?
It's perfectly fine.
Because there is...
I ought to be able to...
Fine. So here's the problem. They're good to trade.
I see.
The trouble is that...
Hang on, surely...
Not exact. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far. I have traps prepared. It's...
Fine, but how will I...
I hear they like part...
Right.
That's just... They kept...
I can't wait.
He went something...
What? People keep birds like that in their houses?
You know how it is. The gentry...
Can you repeat that?
Of course. Remember it now?
Yes.
Right.
I'll do that.
See you later. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
God's bless.
I'd like...
So what? But of...
Fine.
I'm sure you... God be with you.
Yeah.
good health keep. I'll see you later.
I've got some goods here.
All right.
See you later.
Can we do something? Satisfied?
Close. Final.